Well, we'll be happy to see Trey back in class on Tuesday. Oh, his suspension was only for 3 days, you know.
Those shoes feel better than the other ones you had on?
Yes, sir.
Good. Do they hurt your feet?
No, sir.
They don't hurt your feet?
No, sir.
You sure?
Yes, no, sir.
No, I don't think you'll be seeing Trey again.
And why is that, may I ask?
Because Trey is going to live with his father.
For men, we can't help but be suckers when we see a very beautiful woman with a very feminine gait. It's something that we're suckers for. I guess it's in our DNA. But as you grow older and realize that there are many more factors than just your initial attraction, you learn that there is something much more important by which to judge a woman by, and if you're going to lay down with her.
Well, there goes your son. You wanted him, you got him.
It's only proper that I give a trigger warning before you watch this video. Of course, we live in a very feminized society now, so feelings matter more than fact. But if we didn't live in such a feminized society, maybe say Russia or maybe somewhere in the Eastern Hemisphere, then this disclaimer would not be necessary. But in the West these days, it is, because again, feelings matter more than the facts on the ground. Again, trigger warning.
Oh, no. I am recording you. You are being recorded. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Nope. Nope. I am recording this. Nope. That.
The caption reads, "Mother's desperate plea. Children taken after judge dismisses her emergency warning." If we pay attention only to the emotionality of this situation, our immediate reaction is something is wrong with that man that's doing this incredibly evil thing to this young boy who's screaming, and that the boy's emotionality should be what's most important in this whole situation. But if you pay attention to two simple facts, one, if this was indeed a decree by a judge, then the fact that is, number two, happening in front of a police station should say more than the mother standing by and trying to shame this man on social media for basically trying to just get his son, which was decreed by a court, by a judge. The fact that it's happening at a police station and at the order of a judge is not what's most important in an emotional society that I guess we can call it feminized. What's most important is that what about the emotions of the boy and the shame of him being taken away in this manner? We don't know the facts on the ground. We don't know the situation under which she has kept him from his father. But one thing is for sure. The tide is changing and people are starting to have different reactions to these kinds of posts. The mom manipulated that behavior. 2,700 likes. I feel we are missing a lot on this one. I need more information before I have an opinion. 800 likes. Why are you recording instead of telling the child to respect his parents? The child clearly doesn't want to go with him. Maybe he did something wrong, the reply. Or maybe the mother poisoned the child against him, which happens quite a lot. They will tell your children that you care nothing for them or try to demonize any type of discipline that you give to them. That boy seems to be quite unruly, and the mother is not even talking or trying to help the situation, only filming so that she can try to use that against him in some way. Sometimes it's simply, I get to do whatever I want at mama's house, and you make me clean up doing chores, and I can't watch TV and play video games all day.
Well, it's like you told me. I can't teach him how to be a man.
But as the dad, why do all of that if he doesn't want to go? Response, because it's hard to parent a child that's being negatively trained. Another response, this is often how things play out in the custody exchange with children when mothers brainwash their children. This is mama's boy behavior. If dad didn't do this, JIT would think he is in control. Mom would be calling the dad years later, your son is out of control, you need to come get him. He's the father and I see nothing wrong with what he did. The mother is the problem, 700 likes. A true parent wouldn't be recording, they would speak with their child that they love so much about the behavior instead of being a bystander.
Take care of my baby.
He is my baby too.
I think one of the reasons why in this internet age we're able to hear these different points of views is because now, instead of all of the views being sent through a central conduit, which was daytime talk television, primarily ran by young ladies, now it's the society at large saying, I dealt with these kids in the classroom as a social worker, as someone driving down my street and these kids are on the block, and instead of being able to go to their father and say, hey, your kid is acting up, could you please get your kid to act right? And the father saying, I got this, and then turning to the kid and say, you need to sit down, straighten up, and do as you're told, you're getting people that are reacting to probably years, if not decades, of going to the mother, and the mother saying, the problem is not my baby, the problem is you. And I think that's where you get these kinds of reactions. Mom created that child's mindset and trauma. It's so many incidents like this. I'm willing to bet mom has everything to do with that behavior. I see a child in need of his father, and the courts might be finally waking up to the single moms raising disrespectful thugs epidemic. Unfortunately, she said that.
I mean, they're your kids. You can put them in the car.
Come on, baby.
I can't put them in the car for you.
Come on. It's okay what you said. I don't want to see doing all this. Can you like tell them to go so we can get them in the car?
I mean, I can't make them leave and go up there so you can.
So
put
we're
them in
gonna
the car.
do this all night like I'm trying to get
No,
them. No,
at some point I'm just gonna leave and let y'all figure it out.
I will say that we need to not be just standing out here waiting for them to decide to get on. So 'cause they are kids, so y'all
come on, baby.
I got you.
I get it. Come on.
I got you.
Of course, we know how this is going to play out. If the young boy is spending most of his time with his mother, and the mother is basically telling the boy that the man is big bad, scary bad guy, and when you go over there, you have to have rules set by him, and here you get to do what mommy lets you do, then you get this reaction. But I also find it kind of interesting, if not ironic, that in this age of women's empowerment, she can't tell her kids, hey, get in the car like I told you. Of course, maybe she doesn't want to do that. She wants the power. She wants the children all of the time. She wants to raise the kids without their father, which is fine. But it's really cute when young boys are acting out in public when they're little boys.
You a liar.
You a liar. You sat there and told that girl. You had your lawyer lying from the first day.
Come on, big man. Get in the car, big man. I'm not touching her. I'm not touching her.
I didn't say you was. I didn't say you was.
Her encouraging the child to go with his father would have been a good gesture that could have went a long way. If the father was truly the A word, it would have been easy to get a court order for supervised visits or something. There's rules and structure at Dad's house. I could be wrong, though.
I want you to rake up these leaves off the lawn.
Mom has been working those kids behind the scenes. 230 likes.
Boy, don't look at me funny if I ask you to do something.
They don't want to go, and that should be the end of that. They definitely didn't want to be with him, so people need to take a good look at what's going on in real life. Replied. So if kids don't want to go to school, they don't go to school either.
That's not even the game.
It's not funny. You pop up.
Our natural knee-jerk reaction to this should be, in today's modern feminized society, that how dare this man do this evil thing to this young boy who clearly just wants to be with his mother, who you can hear laughing in the background. But we've had 50, 60 years of this, of young boys spending most of their custody in the presence of their mothers, and is yielded boys that aren't functioning like traditional men, and you're hearing people all across society, even from young women, complaining, where are the masculine men at? And well, how can you raise masculine men if the masculine men are not being raised by their fathers?
Let me see your feet. Let me see your foot. Let me see how your feet looking. Your feet.
Like the shoes hurting me.
Yeah, those are shoes. Like it's been a while since I seen you. I just picked you up from your mom. So your feet. Show me your shoes. Let me see. Take your shoe. Take your feet up. Take your shoes up. Put it down. Bend your knee. Bend your knee. Bend your knee. Let me see.
One of the reasons why this space has grown so robust is because many men are familiar with tactics that young ladies use with the court on their side to weaponize not just the courts, but public opinion against the father. Put the father on child support, play around with the scheduled visitations and be difficult so that you could say that he hasn't seen the child in X number of months. I don't know the particulars on this particular situation, but this seems like a father that would love to see his son, and then go to social media and say these are the shoes he's forced to wear because his father is a deadbeat, while not being open and honest about the entirety of the situation. But what I love about this particular clip is the end of it.
Let me see. Got some new shoes. Those shoes feel better than the other ones you had on?
Yes, sir.
Good. Do they hurt your feet?
No, sir.
They don't hurt your feet?
No, sir.
You sure?
Yes, no, sir.
Speak up. I can't hear you.
No, sir.
They don't hurt? Okay.
There are two things about this clip that are extremely refreshing, and I'm so happy to see them. First of all, is this young boy standing straight up, looking his father straight in the eye, saying, yes, sir, no, sir. I can 1,000% guarantee you his mother did not tell him to say that to his father. But the second point, of course, is this is the father preparing the boy for the life after he's the cute little boy. When you see the police watching both of those exchanges and they're just watching the boy act up, that's cute when the boy's 8 and 9. But when that same boy acts up at 15, 16, 18, what happens to that boy in the presence of the police? We know the answer to that question. And that's why I think you saw so many of the people on the message board saying, listen, man, we're tired of these boys not having any discipline, any structure. These boys need their doggone father. And which teacher would not rather the young boy standing in the end of this video saying, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, as opposed to the young boys early in the video who have the mothers that are saying, oh, no, it's not you that's the problem. It's the world around you that needs to understand your emotions and feelings and make sure that it adjusts to what you want out of life. Because fathers understand. If you are not the kind of man that can deal with the world around you and especially process your emotions in it, there's a place with jail bars waiting for you, if you're lucky. And the other part of this, of course, is a woman with big breasts, a woman with a big booty, shapely hips, a beautiful voice, incredible eyes. It doesn't matter if she's not going to cooperate with you raising that boy, or knowing at some point that that boy, those children are going to need their father in their lives for the structure, for the discipline that comes with trying to perform in the world that's waiting for them. It doesn't matter how big her butt is, how shapely her hips are, how good she can guac, or whatever the kids say these days. If she's going to watch her child be feminized and act up in public and not say, it's time for you to go stay with your dad, you better leave her alone, not just for your sake, but for your child's sake as well. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment below. I'll catch you next video. Take care, guys.